Hi everybody, GT here from GT's Barbecue. I've been invited to participate in a collaboration with some other cooks on YouTube that have channels. And I was invited by Judy N from Just 8. I'll have her link down below. And the cook is going to be identified by hashtag WeCookWithCoffee. That'll be in the description, and if you click on that, you'll be able to go and watch all the other videos. The only rule I have is we have to use coffee in the recipe. So I've picked up some authentic Italian coffee. I got espresso roast. I'm gonna mix it with some spices. And I picked up a couple of New York strip steaks. I'm going to make a rub those up, and I'll do a reverse sear, and we'll see what we get. I'm getting ready to mix up my rub here for my collaboration. We cook with coffee, so the rule is you have to use coffee in the recipe somewhere. I'm going to mix up a rub here. I'm starting out with 2 teaspoons of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 3 tablespoons of salt. I've already got that in here. I'm going to put in 1 tablespoon of chili powder, 1 tablespoon of paprika, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, and 1 tablespoon of espresso brown coffee, ground coffee. Gonna give that a little whiskaroo. It's a technical term you hear me use sometimes. And it's gonna, never would have thought to put coffee on a steak, but I have seen some coffee rubs on the market, never tried one, so this will be a new experience for me and Camera Girl. Gonna mix this up, and we'll get this seasoning on the steaks. I'll probably let them sit for, I guess, about 45 minutes to an hour with this rub on them before I put them on the grill. Okay, so I'm getting ready to season these New York strips. They're nice. I guess they're about 3/4 inch. I'm gonna take a jacquard. Just give it a little stickaroo. Kind of help the seasonings penetrate a little bit there. Probably wouldn't do both sides typically on a steak, but these are pretty thick. I'm just gonna give it a little whack. By the way, I have removed the safety guard from this. It is not recommended that you do that. They're very dangerous. These blades are sharp. This is just going to let the rub and everything kind of soak down in there a little bit better. Not going in too far. You can see that probably, I don't know, 1/4 inch or so. Okay. So now I'm going to take a little bit of, I can't believe it's not butter. Give these a little tiny squirtaroo. And I've got this coffee rub I mixed up here. Got my coffee, salt, paprika. I'm just going to go ahead and do a liberal coat of this. Boy, that actually smells pretty good. I'm surprised, I guess, pleasantly surprised. I've never used coffee before, like I said, and one of the reasons I'm doing this on a plate is so I can kind of scoop up the edges. Don't waste any this way. It's a little bit easier to get it on all the way around so we don't miss any of that coffee flavor that we're gonna have on these bad boys. I'm gonna let these set for about an hour. It's pretty cool in the house. From what I've read, It seems like that's about the magic time to let a steak season. I would never let poultry or fish sit out that long, but beef seems to be a little more resistant and sturdy when it comes to that kind of thing. Do the same thing here on the other side. Get a nice heavy coat of our coffee rub. Little salt, little pepper, little love. And pat that in, help it stick. I will spray these with butter again before I actually put them on the smoker. And I'll also butter the grates when it comes to the sear part. And then we're going to coat them with some melted butter after we take them off. So there you go, there's the prep for my coffee rubbed New York strip steaks. They smell good, they look good. I'm going to let them sit for a little bit and we'll see what we get. Okay, so I've got Angus cruising along about 250 degrees. I'm going to go ahead and get these steaks on. I'm going to let them sit in here for about, I don't know, probably take about 30 or 40 minutes for them to get up to about 120 degrees. And then I'll take them off, wrap them, and then we'll sear them on the sear kit. See you in a bit. Okay, so I've had these coffee rub steaks on the grill for about 30 minutes at 250. We're looking at 123. I'm going to pull them off. Take them inside, wrap them, fire this thing up on high, and then we're going to sear them on the sear kit, and we'll see what we get. Okay, so I pulled these steaks off at about 123 degrees. I took them inside, wrapped them in foil. I'm going to put them on the sear kit now. We're going to do about 90 seconds per side. Put a little butter on them. I can't believe it's not butter. This soy-based butter has a much higher burning point than regular butter. So 90 seconds, I'll turn them and we'll see you right back. Okay, it's been about 90 seconds. I'm going to go ahead and turn these over. Got a little sear mark, which I really didn't expect. More butter. Another 90 seconds, we'll be right back. Okay, it's been another 90 seconds. I'm going to rotate these around about 90 degrees. I'm not going to flip them yet. I'm going to do a quick check on the temperature. Okay, in another 90 seconds, I'm going to go ahead and turn these one more time. We're getting a nice sear on these steaks. I'm going to do 90 more seconds and I'll check the temp. We'll be right back. Okay, but these feel nice and tender. I'm going to let them rest for about 10 minutes and we'll cut them up and see what we get. Okay, so I brought this coffee rub steak in. Again, collaboration, hashtag we cook with coffee. Thanks, Judy-Ann, for inviting me to this at Just Ate. I have this New York. I just basted it with a little bit of butter. Gonna cut into this, see what we have. So far, it feels nice and tender. The temp went a little over what I typically would cook it to. Gonna kind of spread it open here and see what we have. Got some I'd say it's more of a medium than a medium rare, which is fine. Camera Girl and I usually are medium rare people. I don't smell the coffee anymore. So there's what we have for that. We'll do a little taste test here. It's a little saltier than I would have expected. A little saltier than what I would have cooked, but it's not a bad, not an overpowering flavor, and I taste no coffee at all. It has an interesting savory kind of a taste. The steak is really tender. The flavors that it does have a unique twist that I've never really tasted before. So it's unusual, it's unique, it's good. I would recommend it. But all in all, I'd call this a successful cook. We've got our potatoes. Looking forward to a nice dinner. Man, that steak is tender. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.